Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Isla Napali. In today's episode, you're gonna see a real-time episode, and this is why I'm also shutting up over here and just tell you enjoy today's episode of revamping the wonderful log flume ride. Hopefully you enjoy this video, and I hope to see you next time. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy. Bye guys. Hello everybody and welcome to today's Isla Napali episode. It's Sunday, it's no time lapse. So let's start off with the first things first. Today's episode is a little bit different. Today's episode will be mainly focused on a revamp of this lovely log flume. You guys have given me a lot of feedback in the last couple of weeks, and I wanted to fulfill that. I have actually done quite a bit of a revamp, but for some odd reasons I simply didn't save it. So yeah, it's basically not safe, but the good thing is I know basically what to do, and this is why I decided to make this like a live video, also to explain a little bit why I do the changes and according to what you guys said. Also another reason is, and you know, for those of you who are not interested in a real-time build with me explaining what I do, it's not the video for you, so please make sure to watch another one, I guess. If you, though, have the time, and if you're wanting to watch here some additional infos on Isla Napali as a series. So I was kind of, I don't know, I will do a video only dedicated to the last month of May, which was a test month for me. I have already talked about that quite a bit, so I don't want to bother you with this again. However, looking at the interaction lately, I seriously have the feeling that there is the need to change something, and this change will happen first of all now with me waiting for the Ghostbusters pack before I really go on in here, because what I've seen from some of the screenshots and stuff, I can really imagine that there's a lot of stuff maybe in there that could be used in here. It might sound strange at the first glance, but you know, all these New York-ish buildings with all the brick walls and stuff, maybe we can use that over here. I don't know, I have a feeling that could be good. Anyhow, I want to wait for this, so I don't see a reason for me to build any further in here now before the DLC is released. And also tomorrow for the live stream I'm going to play Planet Raw, because this has been a little bit dropped off for the moment, and I think it deserves a little bit more of attention. That's why I'm doing it, and you know, I will then also stop doing so many episodes on Isla Napali. I will take my time a bit more to deliver good content for you guys, and if there will be something else in between, it will be definitely having a good quality. And this is why, I just thought, okay, that this continuous update and continuous uploading was maybe not the best idea ever for the sake of the series. However, I get constant feedback, which is important for me, and I think it was not too bad. It was all within the limitations I gave myself, so that's all pretty fine, but just as information. But now let's not bore you too much with my talk and finally go in here. I'm just quickly changing some graphics settings, and then I'll be with you again. Alright, so here we go. Sorry, I just need to change something because I was bothered by a little bit of a glitch here. You couldn't see that because I've fixed it hopefully in the video. I guess you haven't, but now it's all fixed in the video as well. The other thing I still need to say, because you can hear that actually in the background, I've changed the music for Isla Napali, and will also put this new playlist in. I hope you guys enjoy the new music. Yeah, because it's just a little bit more relaxing, I hope, and also people were a bit annoyed by the old music. The intro song, however, will definitely stay the same for the time-lapse videos, but the rest has been changed, hopefully to give it a little bit of a more relaxing vibe, because also that's what you asked for, to make it not too stressed, to, I don't know, making me too stressed in the whole video. But that's what we're going to do now. We are going to change things so that's not as stressful, and that's not actually what we need to do for this ride over here. We definitely need to build a little bit of a less stressful ride, which begins with making actually the second drop the bigger one. So that's why we are going to work around this one a bit more differently now. Can I just make this even shorter? There we go. Okay, so that's where we need to put this one. Is this, it looks a bit tilted, but it isn't. Okay, anyways. So I think we can't even shorten that any further. So we need to go around here already because I don't want to destroy too much of the mountain. Because as I said, this will be our natural border towards the, yeah, you know, basically towards the storms and stuff that will eventually occur on Isla Napali. So yeah, that's why. So I think if we are able to do this and then just wait, why can't I just build a top piece now? That'd be awesome to be just I am not able to do that anyways. Okay, let's just delete these pieces then as well. It's just like bringing this one into position and then just start with the drop. Alright, so also I'm keeping the right testing so that we can see how the logs behave in between. I can't really make that any shorter, no I can't, but I just want to make sure that this all, since this also is potentially more of an older ride. Okay, so I think this is where we, can I actually start the drop over here already? Oh yeah, I can, so this is not too bad to bring it all a bit more over here. So there we go. Now let's bring, nope, I don't want to have this splash section here. That's fully enough to do it that way. And are we able to connect this? Yeah, even though that doesn't make any sense over here. Like this will destroy people. You know, because it has to go straight first. Okay, anyhow, so if we are able to delete, not everything, but at least one piece, we might be able to connect this. Hopefully we can connect this somehow. I think we can. Yeah, that's great. Okay, good. Because that makes a bit more sense. So with the splash going down in here, is this too close to the other? No, we can actually theme that so that there is no issue at all with this area over here. Awesome. Okay, that's working pretty fine. Now the other thing we need to do is, and I think just deleting this one and just going higher here will bring us into the problem that we do have this drop just below the other one, which I'm not sure if I like. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this one meandering around a little bit more so that we actually go past here and we can then just go and bring this whole thing upwards. So that also should make the overall structure work a bit easier, hopefully at least. So just make sure that this goes something like that. I don't know. Are we just, if we go full straight? Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks good to me. So we're a little bit deeper, aren't we? Yeah, we are just a little bit deeper. So that's kind of cool because then we can also make them being splashed a bit by this boat. Like this is like, you know, we are in Hawaii, so we can make people get splashed. So that's not the biggest of an issue. Great. Okay, I don't want to destroy the skyline too much of the drop. So, well, actually, I'm destroying it entirely. So, however, I don't know if this is too bad, to be honest, because then we can use, no, you know what, that's actually not too bad, because then we can use this area over here as a security area, so that this is like a wall against storms and stuff. That makes total sense, actually. Why not? Okay, so we might not want to go too high. I don't know, well, how, okay, we still need to go a bit higher. And, well, that's not gonna be fitting. That's what she said. I don't know. Okay, so we cannot really reverse engineer this, right? So we need to go higher first. This means we need to shorten this piece as much as possible and then start doing the... wait, I can just do that. Okay, I think we won't be able to come over entirely, but... Wait, let us see. Okay, we still need to go higher. So that's kind of good height. Maybe just one more. So it makes also... Okay, that looks totally good. So we have a bit... Yeah, okay. So makes sense to me. Now as we curl around here, we might need to change this entire drop, which is a little bit bad. But you know what? We need to. So let's just wait for the autosave to happen. So this whole drop will... I mean, we need to change this whole area anyways, because the boats... I don't know. It was actually a bit problematic with the boats, so I think it's fair to say we need to change that anyways. Let me just change the whole bit over here until over here. There we go. And then we're gonna go here and just swoop this around. Oh, you know, this song is a bit more Caribbean vibe. Do you know, do you think this is also a cool thing to have the music running while I play? Because now I have this as a playlist running in the background, so I can actually also hopefully adapt my talking a bit better to the, yeah, you know, to the music. To the music, I should say. To the music. Okay, let me show. Does this work? So we need to go like that, I guess. Like, whoops. Oh, where's it gone? I mean, the problem I have at the moment is that the ride time itself is not too crazy. Like, it's just going around here, but I don't also want to use too much space. We need to make it as small as possible. I just want to make sure that this ride is somewhat realistic. So let's put it this way, and now we get down. I think it will work the way I hoped it will. So now splash. Yeah, why not? So that did work better than I expected. Okay, so you just make this so, and then we can just go upwards. That's awesome, because my idea is now to bring this whole thing now not to the left hand side but to the right hand side. Just curl around here. I think that could be the better solution now, and then just bring that, like, you know, around here so that you just cross. I mean, can we even cross behind the drop? I mean, that makes even more sense to me. I think that's even better, because then we can actually make a nice viewing gallery at some point, which I feel like could be the better solution. So let's just meander this thing just like here. There we go. We can actually go already into the curve. There we go. Let's make sure that we not go too close to that area over here, and then just connect. Awesome. I think this is like last time when I did this, I still connected it that way, but I don't know why I just came around with this idea now. I feel like this is a good solution. However, are the boats not doing it? Because I'm wondering why no boat just arrived here. Let me just check this. I feel like there was a problem. Okay, still the boat does work. I don't know if it was me just having, I don't know, just ignoring the boat, or was it just, I don't know. It just seemed that wow, is that always happening so fast? I'm a bit confused. That looks totally way too quick for me. I can't really change anything about that, can I? No. I just put an optional catwalk, which, yeah, would make maybe sense here, but I don't know. Maybe, I mean, this would need to be a bit longer, but I don't know. It's just a very, very short splash section, isn't it? I don't know. But even longer, you know, I don't want to make this even longer. It's just, no, it's just not working. I just don't want to have another great blueprint that is destroyed by me making it way too big. Like, not destroyed, but like making it unrealistic. So I just don't want to do that. So I think, yeah, that's what we need to do over here. Just make sure that this just kind of fits the whole landscaping a bit better. There we go. Just come on. Yeah, there we go. This shouldn't work. So yeah, there we go. No, we need to be a bit, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And we can just also make this like a little bit of a cave. Not really a cave, but like just having this a bit more secured here by the, you know, rock work. And you know what, that's just a bit nicer than just having it go through bare lands. I don't know, it's just not too boring. Okay, so we get this work. Okay, so a bit more far off here. So the whole ride, if we just look at the ride in terms of realism, in terms of not really realism for the sake of being a great layout, but also for the sake of, I don't know, being secured from outer things like storms, for example, it's now with this layout a lot easier to like do the whole stuff. So if we are going to build a wall that goes all the way up here, like maybe not completely up, but like over here, I guess. So that could be the height we need to go to make like a security wall, and then we just go in here and have like the same wall go over here. So that would already be a lot of a improvement over what we had before. However, still this area down here needs to be, you know what, we can already do that. So I would assume that this lower area down here looks a lot more weathered than the other area. So what I'm willing to do is to just swipe this area a bit more into the green. I mean, it's potentially too much already, but like, I don't know. We are just coming from over here, right? So maybe just less saturated, a bit darker, like that. I don't know, does it make sense? At least it makes a little bit of sense, I don't know. Yeah, but this down lower piece over here needs to be the same color as well. Okay, so that we do have, you know, it kind of, as you imagine, there would be some flooding going on. Oh god, is that the autosave again? No, it's not. Okay. If there would be some flooding going on down here, then this area would definitely look like this. And, you know, this is also why we have the station raised, so to make sure that at least the station is secured from these kind of things. So if this is in water and this is in water, it's not good, it's not great, but it still would survive. However, if the station is underwater, it definitely would be more of an issue. I don't know. At least that's what I think. I'm not an expert on how you would build in these kind of areas in terms of storms. I don't know. I just want to make sure that we now have a little bit more attention to... Oh, okay, that's maybe a bit too less over here. Oops. Yeah. Come on. Just a bit more landscaping. That'll be awesome. So that just looks a bit more rocky and a bit more secure. I think that makes sense to just have this over here. And you know what I still need to do? I'm still not happy with how the texture down here looks. We are definitely in need of making another texture work. The only problem is I tried something like that, and just kind of, I don't know, using another texture and then just kind of copying it over to this park. The problem though is that, well, it just doesn't update the texture itself. I would need to make this manually, which is a bit weird, to be honest, because the other image just doesn't exist any longer, but it still seems to work for whatever reason. This kind of confused me quite a bit lately. So yeah, that's why I'm a bit worried that we can't do it. But I'm just going to quickly show it to you in a sec. Just going to finish this bit of landscaping over here. So we just make this all a bit nicer looking. I don't know, just make sure that we have, oops, still not 3 meters. Yeah, that's what we need, just to make sure that this all looks a bit nicer. I like the rock texture quite a bit, but oh wait, this is way too much. We can also go in here with the chisel and just make this a bit more chiseling inwards. There we go. Some sharper curves in here, so it's a bit sharper. And we can just also chisel this a bit more into the inside, make this more, yeah, you know what, it's just working. And just also try to do the same over here. I mean, that's the tool I use for basically all over these landscaping on the volcano, so I can quite say that these are nice, so you can do quite a bit of cool stuff with them. You can also use always the flatten to surface tool. Just make sure that you use not the smallest, but like 2 meters is okay, and then you can just also just drag things out a bit so that you get some sharper edges. This kind of looks also pretty cool always. Like these kind of small edges over here you wouldn't even be able to do otherwise, so it's always kind of cool to just drag stuff in like that and just, you know, create these little things. Okay, I just even took it away for whatever reason. So you can also go in and just, like, you know, make things like that. Just drop it down a bit more, have a bit of an edge going on. If you don't like the edge that much, you can still go in with the smooth. Make sure that you just do the intensity to, or just use lower intensity here, and just, it's even not low enough. It's 15 degrees. And then you can, like, you see, just very carefully go over here and just create a bit more of a softer appeal to it. Same could we do on here. Oh yeah, great. See, and it slowly turns out to look a lot better. So if we just do the same here, we don't have the sharp edge Here we go. So I'm more always like kind of switching between those two tools when I'm doing the landscaping on Isla Napali, so it always is kind of cool. Also make sure to increase the intensity again so that you are painting some. Oh, this is the autosave again. Let's wait for the autosave. I still need to bring something, so that's kind of cool. Oh well, autosave is not cool, but I mean, it's cool that the timing for me to drink was kind of cool. That's what I meant. To not erase some confusion. And so see, I basically did the same over here to make this work. Just could curve this in a bit more now to just have a bit more of a thing going on, like here. And just also, oops, I didn't even want to do this. Just want to make sure that we do have a bit more. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A bit more of an edge here. And do the smoothing again. A bit more texture. There we go. I'm just pretty happy. My voice still isn't fully recovered. I have no idea. I don't know if it's really only the allergy this year, or maybe also a bit like a cold. I don't know. Okay, but anyways, this looks a lot better already. A lot better. I don't know if we... You know what, I think we can also do some stuff over here in terms of sand texture. Just a bit more beach vibes going on here. So just bring this a bit in. As for the beach area, I mean, that's pretty much what I would like to have in here, that we at least have a little bit of a beach on this hand side. Just a bit more mixing the sand in. Just like that. A bit more rock in here. Just make sure that we do have a smaller one, a bit more intensity to give it a nice transition. I just quite like how you can work with the textures by now, so that they just have this really nice transition. What you can also do always is, like, if you use the smooth tool, make sure that the intensity is super low, and then go to sampled, and then you can just make sure that you just go over it a little bit, so you have, like, it's a bit more like, you know, mixing the shades a bit more into each other. Let me just show it to you while using the grass a bit more. Just increasing the intensity so that we do have some bits in here. So if I just paint a bit more of these grass things in here, like that. So if we have these things below the, I don't know, below the footers, which makes no sense because we are doing some sand over here and here already. Just, you know, we can just do that already, even though we should have used that one. Okay. It makes the whole thing already look a bit more realistic, so that's nice, and a bit more weathered looking. I think this is already pretty cool. I mean, why not? Why not do this? Well, nobody will ever look below that station, but you know, you guys know it, so that's already a success. Let's just do it over here. And we have to relocate the entrance to this beach though, but I think that's the minor issue. I'm gonna get this done. Also here, just do the same here and here, and obviously with those big food as well. I'm gonna do a lot more landscaping though about this, not landscaping but painting for the fooders and stuff. Anyways, I wanted to show you the smooth tool now, as you have sampled. Just make sure that it's still very, you can see you can very slightly drag that in. Can you see that? I mean, let me just go a bit more in here. As you can move this in, it just creates a bit of a pattern. If you want to go in the other direction, you can just move it over like that. So you just create like a little bit of a drawing pen, if you will. So you can just mix it with this tool. It's like a little bit like, I don't know if this is called the same in English, but if you take your thumb, for example, and you just go over a painting, you just make this like a little bit of an effect, like a bit of a shading with your thumb. But that's basically what you do here with this smoothing tool as well. And yeah, but I still want to make sure that we do have a bit more sand going on here in the water area. And yeah, that's about it. Last thing, as promised, I want to show you is the texture I searched for. Oops, didn't want to do that. Why can't I select this thing? Hello? I can select that one. Okay. So what about, okay, I can select this. Anyways, go in here and just pick one of those. Okay, anyways. So what you can see is if I go in here, oh, I have, wait, quality water 2, if we do okay, you can see that's another texture, and it's initially looking a lot better. Let me just go closer. There you go. This is what I found in the internet, and I actually redid this whole graphics. And if I'm just willing to, oops, change this with the quality water 2 over here as well. And well, these are 2 already. Let me just do it on another spot so you guys can see that better. These are all overlapping. Let me just go into this area so you can see. I mean, in this lagoon it kind of fits, but let me just still show it to you because it kind of looks cool. So I just want to have 1. Hello, there you go, 1. And let's put in the quality water 2, and then the same goes over here. Nope, just 1. Thank you. Quality water 2. There we go. And just give me that one. Quality water 2. Boom. Quality. What is this one? Yeah. Quality water 2. Boom. So I don't know, but for my taste, if we just frame this now, that looks a lot better like before. You know what we need to do actually is we need to basically, wait a second. Can I just choose the other? Yeah, there we go. That's the other building. So if I am only shooting this one, but as you can imagine, I am not willing to do this for like the entire area. Like imagine that. This is just like insane. Is this? I see. I've done some variations in terms of colors here, and they're just named the same, but they just don't work. Oh, that's a PNG. That's a JPEG. Okay, I don't know. Okay, see, that's maybe even better because this is like a slightly different blue tint. I don't know if this is even better, but you can see that the texture itself makes so much more sense because it feels like it's moving instead of this one, which isn't. So I think this is even a better one, isn't it? Okay, let me just finish this because I feel like this is the right one. Okay, that's a 1. Yeah, as I said, I just have kind of overwritten that, but it still doesn't work, which is a bit weird. Okay, never mind. We just need to go into this one over here. Go and just do the same again. What is the 1 copy, by the way? Okay, that's this one. I don't know why it still chooses this one. Quality water 1. Yeah, that's the one. Quality water 1. There we go. Awesome. So now as this is done, let me just disable the HUD for a second. Look at that. That looks so much more realistic, doesn't it? I just don't know, guys. You know, you do need to tell me in the comment section, please, but I feel like this looks so much better. And you know what we need to do now? Let's have a look with Reshade. I'll be back with you in a second with Reshade. Alrighty, here we are back now. As you can see, this is Reshade. I mean, for playing the game, it's not the best Reshade, but for the looks of it, look at how realistic this now is. Wow, the frame rate is absolutely realistic as well. It's absolutely not existing because I've pumped up everything to ultra now, but just look at it. I definitely need to decrease the depth of field a bit, but you know, the water is just looking so much better, just so much better with the new texture. If we just go over, look, wow, I mean, just look at the difference. The new texture is like A's in comparison to the other one, even if we, like, especially if we zoom out, look at that difference. Okay, I think, guys, for me, there is like no reason in just asking even further, but please tell me your opinion about that in the next comment section, gamble, game, today, whatever you want to call it. By the way, this is how the log flume now looks with Reshade. We can also have a little look to the wooden coaster with Reshade. I still like the looks of it. I super like like the looks of it. But as I said, not for playing, but for cinematics and stuff. That's like a super cool thing to have. However, guys, that's about it. Today's episode, it's long enough, I guess, for just building this locked room again and making some small stuff. But I hope you enjoyed this. It's not a new way of doing it, but a bit more relaxed way of doing it. If not, let me know in the comment section below why you didn't like it. If you did like it, let me know again as well in the comment section. And also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and to like my video. That kind of helps me out a lot. And also make sure to give it a like. Yeah, the music is out. I'm out. See you next time. Bye, guys.
Hiding out wherever we may find love that's flowing on, and I'll be dancing in your lights, alright. Play with me, let's play around. Play